Welcome back to the Spruce Stomper YouTube channel. We're visiting Timber Span Sawmill, so we'll take you around and show you kind of what these boys are up to here. So these guys are a specialty sawmill. They're running, what do they got here? 1, 2, 3 LT70 Woodmizers. They got a molding machine. These guys do it all. Primarily, they're cutting fir timber. Awesome. So all three of these are the same? Yeah. The mills are all the same?
Yeah, this one I can cut up to 22 feet. They can cut up to 46.5 feet on his, and James is a smaller 6 feet.
So 46.5 feet you guys could cut.
Yeah, we actually cut a few of those timbers this year.
Holy shit. 40.
One was an 8x8 for a center. We just like I could just do like a couple of bucks 20s or something.
Unreal. So he can, I think you said 22.5 feet, and then the other mill over there, 46. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, Ray does most of the long stuff.
The long stuff?
Yeah, he's worked here he's been here like 9
You gotta have a knack for it, I guess, like know the machine. Cause at 46 feet, there's some shit that could go on, I would think.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's good to have good wood knowledge and stuff, right? Like I mean, I come from a lumber background, so I mean, me getting into this and knowing what to cut out of it, right? It was a little bit easier for me, whereas Damon, he's a 23-year-old, right, who had never cut wood, but he's getting
So you learn as you go, because you're kind of like looking at the piece, right? I guess when you're, if I cut it here, it might let go here and do different things.
So what I'm doing here is I'm cutting free of heart.
Here, let me hop up here.
I'm cutting free of heart, right? So I can't have any of that in there, and I'm cutting 8x12.
So you're cutting free of heart, and you got a full 8x12 out of it.
Timber framer, so I need the square edge.
Right.
Free of heart.
So what happens to the rest? You guys end up with stuff you can't?
Well, I mean, we cut it into our side lumbers and stuff, right? I mean, free of heart orders aren't ideal for us.
Right,
but
right.
They're money makers, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, we can put the, side lumber aside and sell it.
And Joe started
the
deal,
from
right?
The ground up. Yeah.
In 2007.
This was fucking all gravel pit here. He started, they actually started down in that far back corner. They had that mill.
Right.
Just fucking one mill down there going. And then Joe had bought that, brought it up here. He poured all the concrete himself. Fucking built this roof.
All the work.
Built that building. Built the kiln building.
Yeah.
We put up those tents.
So you guys got a kiln going over there too?
everything's ready to go. We just need to get somebody to come and show us how to fucking do it.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Well, I can get the business, the orders for it and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, exactly. Right. If we could get that thing going, fucking, and we told people, they'd be all over it.
Because
Right?
short of doing the timber framing and stuff, I mean, a lot of stuff is sensitive to the drying. It dries, it cracks. Maybe not the look you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Well, and I mean, up there, a lot of times when I'm doing my 1x6 and 2x6, we're air drying it.
Right.
Right. You know, people like it to be under the 13%.
So then you're talking, it's not ready till maybe the next season.
Yeah. So I mean, if we could get that kiln going, we could sell way more of it, right? Because people want to put that in their house as paneling or anything
Right,
like that.
right,
It
right.
would just open up so much more. We'll get her going, but shit, we've been doing good cutting timbers and.
Yeah,
fucking
if you're busy.
Dunnage fucking went crazy.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, how many guys work here?
There's 7 of us.
The last time I was here was probably a year ago.
So Damon would have been here. I would have been here.
Yeah.
Rick's new. Wade's new, and Chad's new.
There was a great big first slab over in the other building where you got the molder and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's the deal with that? And he told me it's not for sale. And it took me about an hour, but I left with it in the truck.
Yeah.
Everything's for sale.
I'll cut you more if you want.
These guys.
I got a fucking 8-foot Alaskan mill there. Over there is all oversized. Anything over 36 inches, we can't cut them on our mills, right? That's my spread.
Yeah.
So we have a 5.5-inch fucking Alaskan mill, chainsaw.
Yeah, you had to
and
slab
run
'em.
along there. Joe last year actually bought us a 8.5-footer.
I got a chainsaw mill at home. It's brand new. I never used it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The bar and everything, yeah.
Yeah, the saw, the whole deal.
Fuck, really, yeah. Like I said.
Well, the saw ain't brand new, but
We had a guy here, he retired actually, but he was the one that showed me how to do it. And
How to
everything,
do
right?
it.
He showed me how to sharpen. And
well, hopefully you guys could hear some of that. Cody was more than accommodating to let us film some stuff. So they're running 3 LT70 Woodmizer mills. And I mean, they'll basically cut whatever you want. Look at all this stuff. Want it?
That's probably the bigger battle. If you can load as much as you can, and then
What did he say about the scrap piles?
so
You can have it?
the scrap pile, I could come and get it. And he just says you just have to have your chaps and your boots and for safety gear and
Buck as much as you want?
go to town. If I want to, for community stuff, if I want to buy like slabs of wood and like twin stick stuff, he said 25% off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, look at,
Definitely some good pieces in here, but there's a lot that you got to get out of the way. Like, look at this giant one.
in the scrap pile.
Yeah. But look how much stuff's on top of it.
Yeah, but I mean, look at all this stuff. That's scrap, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You could heat your home forever just out of.
yeah, but I mean, we're doing all this woodworking and stuff. Like, why would we even bother? Like, look at that. Look at that stuff. It's already cut.
Mm-hmm. Especially if all you need is like 1-inch thick stuff.
Yeah, like, look at this. That's in this. This is in the scrap pile. Look at that.
That's a perfect piece.
Yeah, like,
For me, for my decking boards, this 1-inch stuff I say isn't enough. But even this stuff, like for smaller stringers or a knee brace, or like I could utilize that stuff too.
yeah, like, I don't know. For a scrap pile, this all looks pretty good. Oh, and for fire, well, other than it burns up pretty quick as firewood, but
Yeah.
that guy was awesome. He had all sorts of stories to tell. Man, just look at it. It just goes on forever.
Oh yeah.
Like, no,
You're doing him a service by taking
yeah, like look at when he says like, "Hey, would you like to get rid of some of this?" Like, look at it.
well, it's not flat on the backside.
Unbelievable. Look at that. You need a cement mixer. They got one of those too. Look at all the treasure. Like, look at, that's all lumber. All that's lumber out there. Logs ready to go. And then he also said that they have, for oversized stuff that won't fit in the mill, they have an 8-foot Alaskan mill that they bought to slab up to 8 feet.
Okay.
I was like, look at these. Wouldn't you like to just take that home? Look at that. Look how big those are. All Douglas Fir. Beautiful. They got all the treasure here. Got an old Hitachi over there, dump trucks. That might be the newest looking machine here. Free pile. Look at this slab pile, man. That's crazy. Just crazy. And then they got this building here is a kiln they built, but they haven't got. Let's see what they're hiding in here. Oh, look at all this stuff. Gorgeous.
This is a pretty popular product that we sell quite a bit of.
Fabulous, man. And that's, you're building it here. You're doing all this here.
Yeah, that little lining hole.
Thickness.
I thought that's what we're making out of my router cable.
Yeah, see, beat you to it.
I'm making
You have a shaper?
What is it? Yeah, what is this? Couple feet?
My thickness planer, I can do 11 3/4 inches thick.
So 11 3/4 thick by 2 feet.
Yeah, about
Roughly 18 inches.
18 inches or so.
And then whatever will fit out the.
Bigger than that, I got my hand bomb over here, my hand planer. Wherever it is, oh, it's over here.
Oh man, look how good this stuff looks, eh?
Yeah, so that's the paneling.
This is the paneling that they're making here. It's gorgeous. Oh yeah, big beast, the big Makita.
Up to 12-inch.
Holy shit.
So that's a pretty handy machine.
Is that what you give to the new guy on his first day to see if he's gonna make it? And then this is
Oh yeah, when you're pushing that thing down 30 timbers, it works, yeah.
man, look at all the pieces. So there's somebody here that well, you're dialed in on how to do the whole deal.
So I mean, I've just been around them my whole life, planers.
Yeah.
We had a guy come in last winter. He's worked with these things. He kind of stayed here for a week with me and gave me all the rundown on how to service it and stuff.
And away you go.
I just kind of trial by error sort of thing.
And
right?
this is set up to just cut that profile.
I change it.
You can do different ones.
I got.
Oh yeah, let there be light.
I got my side heads here, right? Like I got those on there. Those are my 1 inch for my tongue and groove.
Yeah.
Those are my 2x6 knives there.
Gotcha.
2x6. I got a 3x6 actually.
Nice.
And I can do a 3x6 tongue and groove.
So again, and if you had an order that was big enough, you'd say, well, we'll get some tooling and we'll make it happen if it's economical.
Because the guy that trained me on this, he makes tooling.
Oh, I see. So really, it's endless.
Yeah, you can design it, and you can do lots of stuff here. Right? It's a 5-head molder.
Yep.
You know, 2 bottom, 1 top, 2 sides. And it's a small machine, but it's,
Like when I was here last time, I don't think this wasn't all totally set up like this.
yeah, this is all fairly new, right? You know, fairly new.
Yeah, even the ceiling is done nice.
Yeah, we just got that done middle of summer. That's all insulated up there. Just keep it a little bit warm in here. I got a bunch of shit next there. I got all my light edge slabs too. Whenever I get them off the mill, I just bring them up here, and a lot of them I'll plane the sides.
Oh yeah.
People if they want them or whatever.
I was talking to Joe because I want to direct the Free Show Second Club.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Dirty? Yeah, so we.
Man, they got a lot of cool treasure here. Like, we're not gonna have enough time to capture it all, but this is a cool place.
Getting wood slabs to be whatever width, because our bottleneck is milling the wood on site.
Yeah.
Because guys are out there using Alaskan mills, but that's always the thing that we're waiting for.
If you guys are putting it out there, you guys want fir.
Yeah.
Right? It'll stay about 20, 30 times longer than spruce, pine, anything, right?
For sure.
Like it's susceptible to rot. You don't even have to really, you know, put anything on it to protect it either, right? It's pretty good. Still get a little bit of discoloration on it, but so while you're just looking for like lumber to do like the the tracks and stuff like that.
Mostly for decking, because that's the stuff that takes a lot of wood.
Yeah.
What's this fella out here, Cody?
Hey, that's an edger.
The edger.
So off of our mills down there, you see me cutting my 1 inch off till I shave it into a can.
Yeah.
All our 1 inch we leave, we probably got like 30 stacks right now, and we save them. And then fucking, you know, we spend a week or whatever up
Just
here
running the
with us
edger?
and just fucking feed it through.
Yeah, ideally we want like 2 inch.
Holy, look at all
It
this.
doesn't matter what width, because we'll just work with what width.
Yeah, just kind of stagger it in there.
Yeah, we just
Yeah, like I said.
side.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff like that around, right? You just kind of have to give us an estimate of what you're gonna need, and we can figure that out, right? I'll let you talk to Joe about pricing.
Well, he gave me some options there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, you know, you don't need like the prime stuff, right? So I mean, we'll kind of over time pick out this different stuff we need and make it a little bit cheaper for you.
Look at these. These all.
That was, we picked up some customers out of Quebec, and they wanted 3x6 tongue and groove.
Well, that looks like.
That's
Three
what
by
they
s-
were doing for their roof. Because
Oh.
the design they had, they wanted 3x6 tongue and groove. So I did probably 10 lifts of that for them.
3x6 tongue and groove for the roof.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Those are pretty cool. Like, you know, some guys are coming in, oh, you could build like a cabin out of that.
Well,
Just
that's
get a
what I was
hose,
gonna say. Like,
groove it out, and just slide the pieces down and put some caulking or weather stripping in there or whatever, right?
well, there's a guy that came out. He's a paralegal, and he's a company everyone has some.
Look at this beast. Look at this.
Yeah, it probably is that. Like I said, nice and easy, right? Just need a few timbers and, you know, and still someone groove the side out.
Huh.
And even like for your guys' walkways and stuff, is the 2 inch stuff, is that a little bit too thin? You kind of want the heavier duty stuff.
2
eh?
inch would be fine, and that's usually what we're cutting it to is usually 2 inch.
Like a true 2 inch or?
Either or, we could make.
Because like it's a little bit smaller too, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Like I said, this here, when I do my run, I get a bunch of shittier stuff. Like I said, we call this trailer deck. A lot of, you know, companies or flatbeds, they do that, right? So like, you could probably get a pretty good deal on that, right? Compared to us cutting new stuff or whatever, right?
I love how there's a forklift every 10 feet here. Man, there was so much to film. I didn't even know what to look at, you know? See what's in here. They've been pretty accommodating. I don't think anybody's gonna yell at us to get out. Look at this. It's just full. Everywhere you go, it's just full. Whoop. Look at all this. Look at that, man. Like, come on. Are you telling me that you could think of something better than this? Look at the beauty here. I mean, it's like literally a warehouse of treasure. I'm gonna wander over here. North Fraser, I don't know what that is, but look, this is where I was headed. Look at these. These are bridge decks. Huge bridge decks, big fir timber. Like, look at that. Rough cut, like 3 inches thick, all spiked together. Lunkers. And then there's a couple trees for you. Huge. Oh, I've wandered way off the beaten path now. Look at this. Look at this thing. Where are you gonna find peace like that? Look at this. Look how big that is. Man, the Boneyard. Oh, they'll be looking for me now. I wandered off so far that they're yelling, looking for me. I think that means they want to go. Who would want to go? We're gonna have to come back here. So the slab pile has got some treasure in it, some fair game. The guy might have to look into that one day, but I'm just grateful they let me film it all. What a awesome little trip here. And they got an edger set up here for all their offcuts. They can edge it all their 1 inch stuff. Man, cut you out.
Just cut your head off.
We'll just cut you. You got warrants out for your arrest somewhere? It makes you wonder what else is going on here. That's a different thing. That's a whole different business there. As is this. And then that, over that direction where I'm pointing the camera, that was a whole sawmill in itself. They bought a whole bunch of, and that wasn't even that long ago, actually. Maybe 7 or 8 years ago. They had built a whole rink-a-dink sawmill over there out of scavenged parts from other mills. And well, of course it went out of business. That's what sawmills seem to do. This one is, yeah. Well, hello, good afternoon, ladies. How you doing? We are back from the sawmill and trip. I literally felt like I was stuck inside a hurricane of excitement. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to look. I wanted to see everything. But of course, you know, we were on a bit of a timeline, so I saw and experienced as much as I could. The guy that was showing us around, you could have talked to that guy all day. Interesting fella, working at that sawmill for many years, background in sawmilling, a real kind of do-it-yourself kind of fella. Even had a gold mine. So what I did discuss before we took off is if they were doing some larger milling on some bigger timbers or slabbing with their chainsaw mill, which I thought would be cool. That's what they do their oversized timbers with, if there's opportunity for that, that we would go back, better equipped, more cameras, a little more gear, and spend a few hours there with these folks and see what we can learn and maybe hear a bit more of their story. I don't know if I can make that happen. They seemed open to it. In the comments, let me know if that's something you'd watch, because I'd surely like to go back. We definitely will be going back at some point. The slab pile, as which they call their scrap, oh my God, what a treasure trove of material. Just, you know, stuff that was not suitable for their clientele or the applications you were using. But I mean, there was like, I mean, if you're looking for woodworking material, I'll tell you, I'm going to have no end, because we're definitely going to go back. I appreciate you joining me on the adventure. There certainly will be more. I'm not sure what order we do them in or what's going to be next, but there certainly will be more. We'll catch you next time.